welcome to the Love Boat. I'm your captain, Adam McLaren. Today's guest is Mark Curry, expert on Macbeth. Mark Curry. This episode is sponsored by Heinz.
Heinz. It's automatic.
It's all tomato. We're back on. Welcome back. Today's topic is Macbeth.
Yes, it is. Particularly, which, or should I say which, is the most interesting character?
Yes, you could. Now, Mark's been working at the University of Waterloo for quite a while, until he was recently let off for drinking on the job. But before that, he was the resident expert and released several essays called Why the Three Sisters are the best characters. Nope, he has a stutter. Now, Mark, tell the audience who do not know, what is the plot of Macbeth by Bill Shakespeare?
Well, talented writer he is. We have Macbeth, story of tragedy, violence, death, and some may say political humor. You have a king, you have a man wanting to overthrow his king, you have three witches who are not only there to confuse us all, but to say the prophecy, whether or not that is true, it's yet to be determined in the story. Let us dive in.
Well, that's fascinating. Thanks, Bill. Now, I'm wondering, in your essays, why did you choose the three witches, or weird sisters, as the most interesting character?
Well, you see, pop culture has time and time again shown us that three witches, they were the most interesting characters. Tell me this, have you heard the phrase, boil, 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 boil and bubble, keep that date, girl, or you're in trouble? Probably not.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Mark. If there's one thing I know, it's boils.
That you do. Excuse me. I'm parched. Excuse me. Here you go.
Thanks, Mark. This is my glass, right?
Yeah. Oh, you kidder. This is your glass.
This is my glass?
This is your glass.
This is my glass?
This is his glass, alright.
Yum! Now, when we talked about last week on the topic of Tom Selleck's mustache and its fame on its own right, we let the listeners know of today's topic. Now, we were swarmed with mail, my friend.
Yes, we were.
And there's one letter
I
I'd like
didn't
to
know
read.
what to do with
Excuse me, I
myself.
don't like your attitude. I'm talking. This is uncomfortable now. And Janice, from Texarkana, Arkansas, would like to know, Dear Mr. Mark, what do you think about the witches prophesizing and their select choice of words on... It's illegible. Why prophesizing on the future in their select choice of words to the plot of the story? Thank you, Janice.
Janice, could you use the words in a example sentence? Exemplar, please. Did we lose Janice?
I think we lost her. I think
Okay.
we lost her. I think...
We'll be back to the lines another day.
Alright. Fine.
It's okay.
Okay. It's not. Now, some more mail we got was wondering... You busy? I was on the wrong wire. Busy. It's probably pretty bad. Some other letters were wondering if the witches were created solely to inform the reader and let them know how the story progresses for those who may have been lost in the plot. Thoughts?
Well, you see, after reading the story, I feel as though the witches have been placed very, very tactically by Frondell, because at numerous times they're giving information that not only confuses the characters but provides perhaps either foreshadowing or even false foreshadowing, false advertising, if you will, to the reader. It sets them on a wrong or possibly right path of inference, only to be determined by the end of the book, which I'm not going to tell you. That's something you have to read for yourself. Yeah.
Foreshadowing, eh?
Yeah.
There's some of that college education that we're paying for here on PBS Buffalo 2. Catch Marcy and the How to Plant a Garden next Tuesday at 9. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome to Expert's Corner. Right now we have Mark Coury on the book Macbeth, specifically on the characters, the three witches. Mark, your thoughts on the characters?
Well, gosh, that studio audience sure is noisy today, huh?
You bet.
Okay. So, for the witches, you know, I feel as though Shakespeare, he placed them specifically to read out their prophecies. Here I have my many university essays from my university degree in English literature that I got from university. And I believe that with their many prophecies and all of their foretelling of events, that, you know, they could be right, they could be wrong. You have to read the story. But, you know, at the most, like, the only real essence that they have in what they're saying is their power from within Macbeth. And not necessarily from without, but it's, here, I have this down. It is subjective only, and it's the power over him of his own belief in the supernatural, and not the operation of an actual supernatural spell. So what I have here, what I've said, is that perhaps they aren't actually controlling anything. Perhaps it is the fact that he believes they are that is driving the events in the story. Perhaps in the same way that one gets a common cold, they go to the doctor says, oh, everything's fine, and they go home, they go to their public library, they take out a book or a cassette, and they hear side effects, that, you know, symptoms they have. They think, hey, maybe it isn't just a common cold. Maybe it's throat cancer, SARS, strep throat, something worse. SARS.
Sounds like the placebo effect to me.
Right you are, Adam. That's exactly what it is. That ideal got me an A+ in university. Wow. University of Waterloo.
Well, we don't need to hear about the times you had in the University of Waterloo. Thank you for joining us on Experts Corner. Well, this has been an ordeal. Thank you, audience at home, my mom, Aunt Edith, wherever else may be watching, for joining me, Adam McLaren, on this adventure. That is Literary Times with Adam McLaren. Message from our sponsors. Thank you, Heinz. Thank you to Plant a Garden. And to all you at home, you may exit the love boat.